always in a situation where this room needs to be cleaned? And now, because Show My Stash is happening, I have makeup brushes to wash. Okay, I'm gonna wash the makeup brushes like tomorrow. For sure, like tomorrow. Also, random, I'm switching out the rugs in here to gray because I feel like it kind of matches better. I feel like the pink is just kind of, I don't know, it's annoying me. Okay, so I'm switching them out to gray. I'm very excited. They're still pink, but they will be gray. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. Today we are doing a Shop My Stash. I have my little drawer thing here. Guys, I have been loving this. This has been so nice, and seriously, this versus being in a drawer in my vanity, this is so much better. It's fantastic. So yes, if you have been thinking about getting this, I strongly recommend it. I love having all of like my skincare just right here. I love having my palettes at the top. I love having a little drawer for face products. It's perfect. Everything is nice and organized. It is great. So today I'm going to walk you through the products that I've been using this last round, my thoughts on, and then we are going to go through my makeup collection and pick out new makeup. Okay, I know I said this was kind of like fall vibes, but it was like a touch of fall vibes. We are going straight into the fall. I want orange and black eyeshadow. Okay. I need fall vibes. I need fall vibes. Because this will be my makeup basket for the end of October. So obviously, like for Halloween, I might pull in something from somewhere else. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I need fall vibes. Okay, I will leave that link down below though. If you only want to know what I'm picking out for next round, there will be a timestamp down below. And then of course all the products will be linked down below because that's what we do. Let's talk about the products that I used up. And I try to go in order with these and I never do. I had an eyebrow pencil. It was from Il Makiage. I ended up using that up completely. A little chunk of it like fell out halfway through, like broke off, you know what I mean? And then the rest of it, I used it up. It was okay. I didn't like the fact that it didn't have a spoolie on it. And like, again, that might be petty, but I'm okay with that. Like I need a spoolie on my brow pencil. Otherwise I just feel weird using it. I probably wouldn't repurchase that one. I'll talk about it more in empties though. I didn't love it. So I literally just reached in and grabbed a random brow pencil. This is the Real Her I Am Strong Definer Brow Pencil. This one has a spoolie. It's also, I mean, like it's good. It's good. Okay, it's fine. It's not my favorite, but like it's fine. For eye primer, I was using the Tarte Shape Tape eye primer. I love this eye primer. This is so easy to use. It literally twists up like this. It's like a little concealer and I just smudge it out or blend it out. I blend it out with a brush. I still have so much left in here and I've used this a lot. Like this lasts so long, but it also provides like a really nice base for my eye makeup. Everything lasts. It's not like super tacky, so everything blends on top of it. I love this. And the shade is like opaque enough to cover up any like discoloration or anything in my eyelids. This is one of my favorite eye primers. Cannot get enough of it. For liners and mascara, I was using the Milk Makeup Longwear Gel Eyeliner in Boss. I love this eyeliner. This is also like one of my favorite eyeliners because it works so well. And then I also had the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in Orange Zest. I'm wearing this one today. I didn't love this one. I don't know. It wasn't as opaque as I wanted it to be. Like it looks okay. It looks okay. But I know that there are other ones that are a little bit better. This is nice if you want like a light brush of orange. But if you want like a really opaque orange, like Halloween-y type orange, this is not the one. For liquid liner, I brought in two. I brought in the Sugar Wingman Waterproof Micro Liner in I'll Be Black. This is like dying. It is so patchy. The brush is getting all frayed, and literally it's having the hardest time making an opaque line on my upper lash line because it's just starting to dry out. So this is actually gonna go into the empties bin because there's not much life left in it. Okay, I finally tried out the NYX Epic Wear Eye and Body Liquid Liner in white. This was the one that I purchased because of TikTok, because whoever I saw talking about it on TikTok said that it was like super opaque and it was like the best white liquid liner they've ever tried. I did not have that experience. I could not get this to go opaque for the life of me. It was so patchy. I'm gonna hang on to it because I do want to try it again because I'm not just gonna write it off, but I'll be honest with you guys, I only used this once. I actually had the eye look in a video. It was just super patchy and I had to use so much of it to get it to like that point of like minimal patchy. I didn't love it, but I do want to like try it again. And then for mascaras, I had a couple of other ones. These are the two that I have left in my drawer right now. The Ofra HD Volumizing Mascara. This one's pretty good. This is also going into next round with me because I don't switch out mascaras every round. And then the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal. This is what I'm using today. It's good. It's not like a bam in your face. And honestly, I'm not wearing falsies today, but because I have this mirror, which I just did a video about, it's the best thing in the entire world. I'm obsessed with it. I do plan on wearing falsies more often. So I need like a good mascara. So I might open up a couple new ones, kind of clear out what I already have. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. For palettes, I had brought in 2 eyeshadow palettes. I had brought in the Urban Decay Naked Smoky. I brought this in because I wanted to do smoky eyes. And I brought this in and I was like, I'm gonna be so inspired. And I was not. I used, so literally for this round, I just used one each day. I would use this one day, this the next, this the next, this the next. And like that worked because I definitely played around with both of them. This palette is so boring to me. I just expected to be more inspired. So I'm keeping it obviously because it's Urban Decay Naked. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe I had too high of expectations. I think what happened was I had a picture of like what I wanted in my head. And it was like a smoky eye. And so I grabbed this because this is a smoky palette and I was like, it'll be perfect. But this was not the smoky eye that I wanted. This was a different, like I wanted a lot of silvers and like cool toned. And like this is just not as much silvers as I wanted. And I think that was part of my issue. So I like that palette. I just didn't like it this round. But it's like, it's a good palette. And then I also had the Queen by Eloise. You guys. This palette was a dang ride. Obviously lots of pinks in here, which I didn't expect to be as big of a thing. This Throne shade comes across much more blue than purple, or purple than blue. It's like a mix of the two. And like now that I'm looking at it, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I like this palette. This is a good palette. The shades are beautiful and like super pigmented. So I do like this palette. I just don't know if I would pull this out for like fall looks, but it was gorgeous. And I made some really cute looks with it. I did enjoy it. Okay, let's dive deep into face products here. So the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in yellow. I ended up taking the stopper out of this a couple of days ago. There's like nothing left in here, you guys. I'm having the hardest time using it, but I'm still scraping the sides. There's still like the smallest bit left in here, and you guys know how fanatic I am about these because you can't get these anymore. I'm gonna hang on to this and I'm going to scrape the sides to get the rest out. These are discontinued, but I love them. Please bring them back, Urban Decay. Thank you. I was using that Tula primer gel from my Shop Your Samples project, and I did manage to finish that off, thank you. And then this was literally sitting on my vanity. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Foundation Primer. I'm almost done with this, so I just went ahead and brought this in for the rest of the round. It was literally like 3 days. This is a good primer. Obviously, I like this primer. I'm excited to use a different primer though. And then for foundation, I was using the Bite Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. Mine is in the shade L30. This is a teensy, weensy, a little bit too dark for me. But I used up like a lot of it. I don't know how. Well, actually I do. So I don't like squeeze tubes. I don't like squeeze tubes because I always get way too much out. And so I end up wasting a lot of foundation that way, and I really don't like that. And I'm trying, like literally was like trying to play with it and like put as little as possible on my face, and like, but every time I would squeeze it out, more would come out than I expected to. I don't like squeeze tubes, but this is a good foundation. I love the foundation. The foundation is fabulous. I just really wish it was in different packaging, and I really wish that I didn't use up almost the entire bottle in 2 weeks. Like, that's absurd, especially because like only half of it made it to my fucking face. I didn't like the packaging. Oh my goodness. Okay, the KKW Beauty. These are like the contour sticks, right? So like one is a double-ended contour, one is a double-ended highlight. Y'all, I don't know what Kim Kardashian is contouring with, but I guarantee it's not these. Listen, I don't hate them. They're okay. They are not at all what I thought they were gonna be though. They're really thin. I did use these, I think every day. I'm pretty sure every day. They were okay, right? And then this is like a completely different shade. I used both. I used all 4 at one point or another. They're okay. This is not what Kim Kardashian uses to contour with though. And I knew that, right? But like, I don't know who these are made for. They're okay. I'm gonna keep using them. I don't love them. Oh, concealer was the Revolution Fast Base Concealer. Okay, this has one of those. Oh my god, this is so disgusting. This has one of those like sponge tips and you like twist it up. I have no idea how much I have left in here because I don't know where the thing is, but then it's like the little sponge tip and the inside of this gets like disgusting. And again, it's just so wasteful when it comes to products. That's not all I have left in there, is it? Can't be. No. No, I went hard on my face this time and like that was totally my bad. I wasted so much fucking product this time because I would just put so much on and then be like, oh, that's too much. And then every day I would make the same mistake like I was in Groundhog Day. Like I don't understand what I was doing. So making a conscious effort to fix that this upcoming round because also it's just too much. It's too much. I don't know. Okay, I like this concealer. It was a good concealer. I didn't like the applicator and I don't love the sponge tip applicators. I feel like we're kind of over that. It is really affordable though. I still don't think I'd repurchase it. I didn't love it. I'll keep like, I'm gonna finish it up, but I didn't love it. The Nude Stix Nudies Matte All Over Face Bronze Color in Beach Babe. This is what I'm using for a cream blush right now. I actually need to take an update picture for this today. This is how much I have left of it. I have still been using this every day and I have been loving it. This is like the prettiest cream blush shade ever. So this is going into the next round as my cream blush because this is kind of like I'm doing like a mini project pan with this, trying to use it up. But I love this. It's phenomenal. And then I'm actually not using this today. I have used it for most of this round though. This is the Iconic London Illuminator in Original. This is so stunning. I am blown away by how beautiful this is. It's so unbelievably pretty. Yes, this is so gorgeous. I freaking love that. I cannot wait to use that again. For oversized products, I had the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I literally just use this to bake with. It's perfect. I mean, you guys know I have like 2 of these. I think one is in like banana or yellow or something like that. And then there's this one. I love these. And these are so big. They last forever. It's 0.9 ounces full of product. It's amazing. One of my favorite powders. I had the Dominique Transition palette and I actually talked about this in my September favorites video because I don't like it as a face palette, and that's what I had pulled this out as this round, was a face palette. I don't like it as a face palette. I'll leave a link to the September favorites video if you haven't seen it yet, but I talked at length about this. So I'm just going to give you kind of a brief synopsis here. I don't like this as a face palette, but I really like it as like an eye basics palette. So I'm going to move it to my eye palette section and just kind of give up on the entire concept of using it on my face because I did not like it for that. But as an eye palette, just a good palette of basic shades, it is perfect. Okay, for regular face products, I had the Bite Changemaker Flexible Coverage Pressed Powder in Light 1. I actually hit pan on this morning. Thank you very much. I was really proud of that. I've used this a few times now. It's a really nice powder. Like, it's just a good everyday basic powder. I got my pan going on in the middle there. It's a nice powder. I would repurchase this powder again for sure because this is nice and it lasts a decent amount of time. For contour, again, this is discontinued, but this is the Fiona Stiles Bronzing Sun Veil in Ahiko. I really need to start like kind of getting through this and using it up and moving it out of my collection because it is old as dirt. But one of my favorite contour shades. I'm so sad that I don't think they make this anymore. If they do, I'll leave a link down below. I am so sad though, because this is seriously so freaking great. If you can find this, just snap it up. The Balm Instain Long Wearing Staining Powder Blush. This is in the shade Houndstooth. This was beautiful. I used this for the vast majority of the 2 weeks and y'all, I am in love with it. It's what I have on today. It is so pretty and it seriously lasts all day, and I have the worst time with like blushes lasting a long time. These stains are amazing and I love them. And then I use the Too Faced Love Light Prismatic Highlighter in Blinded by the Light. This is gorgeous. Again, I'm wearing it today. Do we see that glow? I am obsessed. This is such a beautiful highlight. I purchased these because they were cute and I never really paid a whole lot of attention to them. I've used them like a couple of times here and there, but this was my first time, and this is why I love doing Shop My Stash, because using a product once is fine, but when you use it for like 2 weeks in a row, you really, you know, it really helps you realize how you feel about it. I don't want to say you really figure it out because I don't always. Sometimes I'm still like, no, I don't fucking know anymore. This one though is gorgeous and I would have never paid that much attention to it if I didn't use it for 2 weeks in a row. So love that. It's great. And then finally, oh, setting spray. The Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I actually only used this a little bit. I had a sample from Shop My Samples that I finished off today, but I use this the rest of the time. It's a good setting spray. I mean, it is. What more do you want me to say? And then for lips, I did finish organizing my lip drawers. So this round, I'm going to pick out 4 lip products instead of 3. This is the last round with 3. But I had a lip primer. This is the Bite Beauty Line and Define Lip Primer. Here's the deal. This has a crack in the lid, and it's like starting to dry out. It's nowhere close to like being dried out yet, but the crack really concerns me. So I am going to take this into the next round, and I'm just going to try to use this until it's finished up, because I've been using lip liners more anyways lately, and I don't really have a place in my collection for lip primers. I'm going to use this till it's out. So that will be going in the next round, but I love that lip primer. It's fabulous, and it has like this like minty scent to it. I love it. I use the Jouer Longwear Cream Lip Liner in Nude as my lip liner. This did not match any of my lip products. It's like a very pinky toned nude, and it really did not look the cutest on me, but I feel like it does make a great base for the lip colors that I wore this round, and I loved what it did to the shades, so I'm good with it. I used the Laura Mercier. This one is the Cream Smooth Lip Color in Lychee Parfait. This was gorgeous. I use this quite a bit actually. It's just a nice, pretty, basic, everyday, like pinky nude shade. I loved this. The formula is great. It doesn't last very long. It is like a moisturizing lipstick, so you do have to be okay with reapplying, but the formulation is great. I use the Colourpop Lippie Stix in Poison. This is the matte shade that I'm wearing today. I love this. I think this is my favorite out of the entire round this time. My favorite like lip shade of the cycle. This is so gorgeous, and it goes on so nice, and it lasts a decent amount of time actually, and the shade is just right up my alley, and it's perfect for spooky season, so I love that one. And then I also have the KVD Vegan Beauty Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Latex. I think I used this once, but I do like this. It's just obviously you have to have like the right look that day for it. And I really need to focus on these too. So maybe I'll bring this into the round again. I don't know. Alrighty, that is my updates, and let us go get new makeup. We are aiming for fall vibes here, people. Fall vibes. Okay, so my first drawer is color correctors and primers. I'm going to put my color corrector back, and I only have 2 other color correctors in here. I have an Urban Decay one and I think an LA Girl one. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my other Urban Decay one. This is the Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in Peach. This is just easy peasy to pull out. I'm going to put my yellow one back, and obviously like I really need to try to finish these up because they are really old at this point. For primers, I had the Bite Beauty primer in here. Why wasn't I using that? Oh my goodness. Because it is going into winter months, or like, you know, fallish months, and it is going to be a little bit drier. I think I want something like serum-ish based. Something like one of these. I'm going to use this, I think, in the winter time for sure. I think I'm going to go with this. This is a Beauty Blender Opal Essence Serum Primer. I have not used this very much, but it looks nice, and I think the serum part would be wonderful for like skincare wise, because my skin just gets kind of dry as the weather gets a little bit cooler out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. Okay, then we have concealer and foundation. For foundation, I'm thinking, because I'm wondering if it would make more sense to do like a tinted moisturizer type thing, or like a cream foundation stick, or a matte foundation. What would make the most sense? Is there anything in here that like I'm dying to use? Honestly, I'm gonna go with this. If I can get these unconnected. This is the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks. It's a matte skin stick in linen. I have used these before, and they're really nice. Like, this makes for a really great cream foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out and hopefully get some usage. Foundation sticks don't tend to have a whole lot of product in them, so I try not to buy them a whole lot, but I do have a few, and it'd be great if I could kind of make some progress on those. And then for concealer, what is that? Fenty? Do I have a Fenty concealer? I don't think I do. I think how sad this whole thing looks. So many of these are just like on their last leg. Okay. I wonder if I can try to grab like an older one. That's an older one. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito All Day Full Coverage Concealer. So I'm going to be using both of these together, and hopefully that works to make a good base for my skin. We'll have to see. We'll have to play around with it. I've never used these together, I don't think. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to do things like a little bit differently this time, just because there's a couple of different things I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my eye primer. I'm going to go with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Priming Potion and Anti-Aging. I feel like I've used this recently, but I don't fully remember. And this is a good one, so we'll pull that one out. And then for brows, I want to use one of those like colored, like this. This is the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel in Dark Brown. I'm going to use this in conjunction with the Colourpop Brow Boss Brow Pencil, but I'm going to primarily focus on this time. Just use a little bit of both. Okay, so for the next drawer, I'm going to just reach in, grab a couple of liners like I do. Back into your little sections here. I'm going to put the liners that I had last time back. And then this is what I grabbed. So I grabbed the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Exit, which is a white liner, which would actually, oh my goodness, I think it broke off, so I'll have to be really careful with that. But this is a white liner, which will be perfect. And then this one is a newer one. This is the Nabla Cupid's Arrow Full Color Stylo in Arrow number 7, which is like, that's, talk about a fall shade. I got so lucky with that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull both of these out for eyeliner wise. And then for my liquid cream liner, I think I'm gonna go cream this time, and I'm just gonna go with the Suva Beauty Grease Matte Hydra Liner. I love these Hydra liners, and I've got actually 2 of these. That's how much I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out for this upcoming round. I have 2 mascaras here. The Ofra HD Volumizing Mascara is the newest one that I've opened, but I've had the Fenty Beauty one open for like a little bit now, and it's starting to get kind of dried out. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pull in a new one. These are kind of older mascaras. These are newer ones, right? Or is it the other way around? No, it's that way. So I'm going to pull in the Smashbox Superfan Fanned Out Mascara because I want to go ahead and try this one. And I think I've tried like little samples of this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out, and I'm going to toss this Fenty one because this is just getting a little old. And then I'm actually going to pull out false eyelashes this time. Now that I'm able to apply them, I want to play around with them a little bit. So this is just a box that I picked up from Amazon. It is 50 pairs with 5 different styles. And I'm just going to pull this out and play around with it a little bit this round. And I had mentioned wanting to do this in the last video, but this is kind of my fun drawer, and I had mentioned wanting to pull out like a focus product that I try to use at least once in the 2-week period, just because sometimes I kind of ignore this drawer. So I'm going to do that this time, and I'm going to pull out this. This is the Stila Shimmer and Glow in Vivid Garnet. This is such a beautiful shade, but see, it's starting to get dried out. That's like really dried out. I'm gonna try to use it for this round, and then I'll probably end up tossing it. So we'll see how much I can get through, but look at how gorgeous that is. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out for this round. Okay, so now for eyeshadow palettes, I'm going to go ahead and put that one back, and then I'm going to grab one out of this drawer. I just have to figure out like which one I want to grab. Which one is this one? Yes, I'm going to pull out the Colourpop X's and O's palettes. I just feel like, especially with that Stila color, this is going to be perfect, and it definitely gives me kind of like fall. I meant to say spooky season and fall at the same time, but it definitely gives me those kind of vibes. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out this palette. And then in between picking out eyeshadow palettes really here, I'm moving this over to my eyeshadow palette drawers. And then I'm going to pick out a face palette from this drawer. This is like my little teensy tiny face palettes. I'm going to pick something out from this section. And I'm actually missing quite a few in here, but that's okay. And there's not a whole lot in here because this is like my super teeny tiny section, but I just want something. Which one is this one? That could work. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. This is the Wander Beauty Wanderesque Dusk to Dawn blush and highlighter palette. I have hit pan in the Highlight City Lights. And yes, I am still doing a pan in every palette. I need to finish remaking my list, but this is what I'm gonna go ahead and pull in this time because I can use this highlight and I can use these blush shades and it's gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna put back my Queen Eloise palette, and I'm also going to move the Transition palette in here as well. Okay, so now that those are put back, I'm going to take a palette off of the bottom shelf. I want something kind of fall themed. I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. And I have a couple that could work. Oh my goodness, this is so like grungy. This one. This is the Nomad Berlin Underground palette. The lighting is so god awful right here. It'll adjust right now. Look at how stunning that is. So it's not like the orangey black fall vibe I was going for, but I feel like I could do definitely some cute looks with this and the X's and O palettes. It's different, but it's like right up the alley for like what I wanted. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out too. I'm like really excited for these three. I feel like these were great choices. Okay, so now we are moving over to my oversized drawer, and I ended up adding quite a few things to this drawer. Just random things that wouldn't fit from like my blush, bronzer, and highlight drawer. So it's just kind of a mess. So I just need to grab something out of here. And I have a cream blush and then powder blushes and powder highlights already from my palettes and cream blush. So I don't need any of that. I think what I'm gonna do is just pull out another powder, because that seems to be kind of the easy one. And I have a couple of these, and again, I need to use them up. So this is the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I have a couple of these. I need to use at least one of them up, just because they take up space and I don't need more than one. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out. I'll use this to bake with this round, and it'll go good because this is a good powder, and I've used up a couple of these already. Okay, for face powder, this is what I have. What screams like fall to me? What do you guys think? Honestly, I'm thinking kind of like a mattifying. Okay, this is a Tarte Shape Tape Press Powder in Fairlight Neutral. Why does this scream fall to me? I don't even know. Do you see my hard pan problem? Absolutely. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out because it does. It just reminds me of fall. That should be a good one, I think. Okay, so I did actually rearrange these drawers a little bit. I'm putting in the products that I used up last week. And I did rearrange these drawers a little bit, just kind of make it a little bit more like having it flow, right? So I need to get a powder and a cream. For cream, I think I'm gonna pull out my Huda Beauty Tantour in Light. I love this. It is like one of the easiest cream bronzing products I've ever used. It is so great, and it is a cruelty-free alternative to the Chanel Teint de Soleil, which I used to love, but obviously I no longer purchase. And this is just, seriously, it's such a great product. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. And then for powder bronzer, I either want the Fenty Beauty or I want the Pretty Vulgar. I just don't know like which one. Like both of these, I don't know why, say fall to me. I think I'm gonna go with the Fenty Beauty. This is the Sunstalker Into Sun. I love this bronzer so much. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna pull both of these out this round. And can we just talk for a second about how freaking cute this is? A lot of my cream blushes, I'm taking some pictures of cream blushes, so a lot of them are missing right now. And I'm going to go ahead and put back this Balm blush, but I don't need any other blushes, so that's it for this. Okay, and then for highlights, I'm gonna go ahead and put this little guy back, and I need like a fall highlight. Is this a cream highlight? Because this should not be in here. It is. Rat. I'm gonna have to redo that again. Okay, fall highlight. I have a highlight. I don't need a powder highlight. I need a cream highlight. I am all over the place today. I swear to goodness. You know what? I really liked this one, and I think I'm gonna go with the Suva Beauty. These are the Liquid Chrome Illuminating Drops in Trust Fund. So this Iconic London one is the one that I was just using. I'm going to pull this Suva Beauty one in for this round because it's very similar and I loved how this looked, and I feel like with vampier looks, it looks so good. So I'm going to pull in this one and I'll put back the Iconic London. Okay, so picking out new lip products. Here we go, y'all. I am keeping the lip primer that I had. This is our first lip drawer. This is lip glosses. I definitely want something But what, actually, oh, that's pretty. This is a Lorac Alter Ego lip gloss in CEO. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out. This is really pretty, and that's like a nice, like, kind of fallish nude. I'm getting the vibes for it, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that one. This is now the lip pencil drawer. I kind of love it, I'm just saying, okay? And I already know which one I want. The Milani Ludicrous Matte Lip Crayon and So Obsessed. It's beautiful. It's the perfect shade. I love this. This is what I'm taking into the next round. That was like the easiest choice to make. Okay, and now we've got a harder one. Now we have liquid lipsticks. What shade do I want? Do I want something like kind of fally? Do I want like a red? Do I want something grungy? You know what? In all seriousness, so I have two of these AVD Vegan Beauty Everlasting like liquid lipstick ones. I used Latex last round. I'm gonna bring in this shade, which is Wolf, which is like a gray. Shades in that palette, you guys. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go ahead, pull this one in. These actually don't fit in the drawers, so I'm gonna start project painting them at some point soon, so I might as well go ahead and get some more use out of them now. And then for regular lipsticks, now I'm torn if I want like a red or just like a nude. I don't know. Okay, what's Folly? It's the time for Vampire lips. I'm gonna go with this. This is the Flesh in Gorge. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, this is what we're going to go with. Love it. So I'm keeping the lip primer that I had, but I need a new lip liner. Since we're going for like vampire shades, I almost want like a darker nude. What is this one? Oh, perfect. This is the Becca Ultimate Lip Definer in Blissful. That is wonderful. And this is my collection of like lip products for this round. I am so excited about this, you guys. I need another setting spray, so I pulled out this. This is the ABH Dewy Set Setting Spray. I don't know why. I do not know why. This makes me think of fall. I have such a hard time using it. Like, I feel like it's either like fully summer vibes or fully fall vibes. I love this. This is honestly one of my favorite setting sprays. It's so good if you have not tried it. It's fabulous. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that out this round. I think the products that I have here are gonna be so much fun to play with. I'm really hoping that like everything goes good, but I seriously cannot wait to just play around with these. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what looks I do. You guys, I genuinely, I don't even know what to say, okay? Because I have been so stressed out about trying to pick out good products, because if they don't go well, like, I want to keep using them, because that's the whole point, is like trying to figure out how to get them to work together. But it's just very stressful, and I really feel like we have a winning round here, okay? Last round wasn't too bad. A lot of it was my fault because I was just using way too much product, so of course it wasn't really playing well together. The makeup I think still looked good, but the feeling just a little too much. So hopefully this goes a lot better. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you leave me a comment down below and let me know what you are currently focusing on, what you are trying to use up, what kind of makeup you've been loving lately. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the big red subscribe button below me if you'd like to see more of me, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a great one. Goodbye.